Alright, so my rolling machine, I have 4 clockwork engines on it, and it's going through pretty quick. Turn the steel into steel plates. That is not bad. Let's just take some charcoal. Some more iron. Into, not charcoal, coal. Into steel. Alright. Throw that in the furnace to get a bunch more steel, because we're going to need a ton of it. And now I'm getting my steel plates out of the steel ingots. Alright, so I need to make 36 high pressure boiler tanks. I have 4. That gives me my 36. That was perfect. Okay, I'm going to need 9 furnaces. I have 6, so I need to make 3 more. Alright. What else do I need for my firebox? Solid fuel firebox. I need bricks. And I need coal, gunpowder, blaze powder.
Is there a shovel that levels as fast as this tree cutting thing?
Well, there is the excavator, which will do a 3x3 area. So, yes. Okay, let me go find my resources. Okay, so we now take the gunpowder and some blaze powder and some coal, and we get our fire charge. We come over here and we get our bricks that we made, and we put down our 9 furnaces, our 9 fire charges, and we wrap them in our bricks, which we don't have enough of. And then we go dig out some clay. Okay.
No, you come over to.
Tree's helping me out because I think he's feeling guilty about my being over there as much as I have been today in a short time. And you shouldn't.
I am.
I've broken my shovel. Which yes, does sound and is. There's no problem. I'm fixing it.
And now that we've got some clay, we're going to throw it into the furnace here, and we will smelt it into bricks.
Now I can set up my magma crucible and stuff again. Yes!
Okay, hopefully that's enough this time. Ooh, that is just enough bricks. Excellent. Dun, dun, dun. Where do I want to put it? Alright, now we got to make our aqueous accumulator, which is glass, that pneumatic servo, tin, and a bucket. And we go tin, 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 tin. 2 of those. 2, our 2 servos, our 2 buckets. There's our 2 aqueous accumulators. And we have our little infinite pool of water here, so we'll put 1 there and 1 there. And now we will take our fireboxes, and we will put them down here on top of it because we don't want to see the water or fall into it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Build our boiler just like so, with our 36 high pressure tanks. Okay, and our water's filling up, which is what we want to see. I'm missing engines.
It's not a good thing to miss.
And conduit. I am also missing conduit. Also not a good thing to miss.
Creepers.
Uh-huh.
They're such creeps.
Okay, so I have to make steel gears. So I have my stone gears, I have steel. Now I have steel gears to make industrial engines. I want more than that. let's make enough for 5 engines. There we go.
Wow, they're all conspiring out here.
So we take piston. We take our steel plates. We take our steel gears. And we take glass. Yay! Magma, crucible, copper, nether brick, bucket. Okay, machine frames. Need those. I'll want 2 of those eventually, so. Copper. Didn't I leave some copper? Well, for now, I really only need 1, so I'm only gonna make 1. Liquid transposer, which is almost the same, except it uses glass.
Okay, so what is the name of that table that I have to make?
To do what?
To make the shovel and the axe, stuff like that. To
Tool
repair
station. Alright, so I put down the magma crucible. Pipe the stuff directly into the liquid transposer. I'm just using a couple clockwork engines for the moment, so I can try to build up some unstable redstone. And then I need a pulverizer and an adduction smelter.
Yeah, I did that, didn't I?
What'd you do now?
I was gonna make a couple more powered furnaces, but guess what? I gotta have to make power furnaces.
Power?
Iron.
Iron.
Huh?
No.
No,
Gold.
brick.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Okay, so let's see.
I
To
got-
make this pulverizer, I put in my machine frame, flint, copper, redstone reception coil, and 1 piston, and now I have a pulverizer. Alright, so we're going to take the pulverizer, and we are going to set it there. And now we are going to put a couple clockwork engines on it to get it to power up and give it some juice, because we're going to have to pulverize some ingots here shortly. How are we doing over here? Let's speed this up. The trick with a clockwork engine like this is, if you overwind it, it will explode. And it will hurt.
Rose expressed that last night. She said it was probably not a good idea to overwind it.
Rose blew one up?
No, I was started whining when she was, don't do that too much, you'll blow it up. Huh?
So, we're here with Tav. Hi, Tav. And we have a clockwork
Hi.
engine and a rolling machine. And Tav is going to wind that wonderful thing all the way up.
Hey, door.
Yes, sir. Keep going, Tav.
Did
We
you
wanted to
put
go
up
to
the
red and
blast
beyond.
wall?
Did I what?
Did you put up the blast wall so you don't die?
No, but it's far enough away that... Oh, well, that's what it does. It doesn't blow up. It just beat the snot out of you.
Oh, did it?
How bad did it hurt there, Tav?
Took me down to 1 heart.
It took you down to 1 heart? Well, it did hit you like 3 or 4 times. So that's what happens when you overwind a clockwork engine. So don't do that. It's good to know that you're not going to damage anything by overwinding it other than yourself.
Just don't overwind it too many times or you'll die.
Thank you very much for your help, sir.
Of course.
I appreciate it. So, learn from Tavian's mistakes. Don't overwind your clock engines. Matter of fact, hey Tav.
Yeah.
I have a clockwork engine I'm going to set down next to a rolling machine over here. Why don't you come wind it up really far and see what happens?
It'll blow up and not get hurt.
Maybe. We don't know. We've never tried it.
You must have tried it at least once, or Rose wouldn't have yelled at me.
Nah, she yelled at you because I told her it would probably explode.
You've actually never exploded one.
Never tried it.
And now you want me to be a guinea pig.
Yes. Sounds fun, doesn't it?
Did someone write on my forehead stupid today?
Do you really want me to answer that question?
Yes, because you can't see my forehead, so. I will be there momentarily.
Thanks.
Yeah.
We're going to make some Invar ingots with some pulverized iron, 2 pieces of it, and some pulverized furious. And that gives us our Invar blend, which we can then use in our induction smelter, which we're going to need to make the electrum, which we need to make the redstone energy conduit. That's a lot of steps. Okay, so once upon a time, while building in a redwood tree, I did set my tree ablaze by putting a magic room down in the basement underneath the tree, and the room was only 2 blocks tall with a stone ceiling, and I had a wood floor above it, and the wood floor did manage to catch fire. It did burn up the tree, and it did reach the villagers who I had caged in the tree and burn one of them to death. So yes, I have burned down a tree before accidentally with a source block of lava in a magic room. However, I have found that by putting it 5 blocks down from the wood and having the stone ceiling solves the problem.
See, I was thinking about putting a lava moat around my tree.
At least 5 blocks away.
That's okay. So I can do then the
That's
cactus.
a lot of lava.
Yeah.
Cactus I think will burn. So my boiler upstairs has sprung a leak in the ceiling and I don't like it. So I'm going to put down extra lumber
Your
here.
boiler sprung a leak?
Well, okay. So you know how when you have like a source block of water or lava above you, right? It drips through the floor to let you know that, hey, if you break this block, you're going to flood the room or die a horrible, painful death of a lava flow.
Yes.
Well, guess what? That's what happened. My ceiling was leaking. So I decided to plug it. Now, to make my induction smelter, I take a redstone energy conduit, right? Coil. Redstone energy coil. 2 copper. Machine frame. Probably a bucket at the top and glass on the sides? No, the Invar ingots, which I just went through all that work of making.
How do we make Invar ingots again, just in case I want to do that?
So you make Invar ingots by pulverizing iron and pulverizing the furious metal, right?
Furious metal.
Yep, the furious.
You have to find any of that.
Yep. And then you put 2 piles of iron dust and 1 pile of the furious in there. It gives you the Invar blend. And then you just smelt the Invar. Then you get your induction smelter. Well, you get your Invar. And I get my induction smelter because I made it. Okay, I'm going to pick up my spot loader. Because I don't want to load that chunk. Well, I want to load that chunk, but I want to put my machine down. There. And now I will put my spot loader back someplace. There. Don't put anything else on that side because that's where our other thing is. And we'll move the torch because we can. Put engine there and wind it up. Winding, winding, winding.
Don't wind it too much. It hurts.
Oh, that really did hurt. It took 3 hearts. Wow.
See?
That did hurt. I now have my induction smelter, which I needed to make what? Conduit. I need empty energy conduit, which requires hardened glass, which is lead and pulverized obsidian. And is pulverized gold and silver. Well, I have pulverized silver. The obsidian and the pulverized, I get pulverized obsidian. I put the pulverized obsidian in with the lead ingots to get the hardened glass. I take the hardened glass and put it with the electrum ingots to make my conduit, my empty conduit, right? So hardened glass, electrum, conduit. I take my conduit over to my liquid transposer with redstone, put it in there, and it makes redstone energy conduit, which I can then use to run down the side of my steam boiler, place my engines, and get some power finally going. Okay, so I made a whole bunch of redstone energy conduit, as you can see, and I've put these engines on it so that I can power all of these wonderful machines. And at the moment, I'm attempting to generate enough redstone energy conduit. I just need one more piece now, which should be coming soon. It's pumping energy in. And what the idea is to connect all of these machines right here to the same redstone energy conduit. Yay! Okay. Now that these are all connected to this redstone energy conduit, which goes upstairs, I will show you what's going on upstairs. We have our boiler with this redstone energy conduit running along it. Which you might say, well, what's that get us? And the short answer is, it gets us these. 2, 3, 4. Okay. And if I remember right, I put them over here. Yep. I did. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oops. A little too close there. 4. Alright. Let me put that back in there. Now there's a few ways we can get those running. We can use redstone torches. Uh-oh. Hi outside. It's nice to see you. Well, anyway, it's full of water. We're going to make some red net cable so that we can run it up and over. So we need red net cable. Red net. Alright. Which is plastic and redstone. Do I have any sheets of plastic up here? So let me make some sheets of plastic, and I will be back. I'm gonna make red net cable. I thought I made that pattern right. Oh, look at that. Backwards. Okay, fine. Alright. Lots of red net cable. Excellent. Now we're going to take our red net cable back upstairs. Okay. I'll just bring this one over here just so that we're ready for the engines on this side. When we get that far, offload a few items, make myself some sticks, make myself some levers, put a lever down, okay, that should power pretty much everything. Okay, there we go. Switching the colors here means that the switch controls this color, and that these engines are powered by this redstone signal, but these wooden redwood blocks are not being controlled by the redstone signal. So we have a little more control over what's going on. And we can set these different sizes to different colors. I'm not too worried about that right now. Now I need to get a way of getting the pipe to run the charcoal over to here. And I'm thinking the easiest way to do that is to simply route the pipes along this wall instead and continue to power my armor. Okay, so we take coal and we put it in there. So we're going to make a little bit of stone transport pipe. So we made stone transport pipe. Piece of stone on both sides, a piece of glass. Each time we do that recipe gives us 8 pieces of stone pipe. Kind of handy. Alright, so we're doing that. And that will give us the ability to send everything where we want it to go. Okay, that was coal, not charcoal, that I apparently put in there. Not what I intended. So we fix that, I think. Yes. And we put that in there, and voila, everything works. Now coal has a higher burn rate than charcoal. Also has a higher heat rating. But I need it for other stuff. Go figure. More importantly, I want it. I want the coal for making steel. And I have tons and tons of charcoal being made, as you can see. So the next question then becomes, how do I get charcoal going from, say, this chest into this system right here. Well, I don't want to do that because clearly it will join. So I need, as a temporary measure, sandstone pipe. Sandstone pipe will not join to a machine. For a piece of sandstone pipe, I need 2 pieces of sandstone and a piece of glass. That'll give me 8 sandstone pipe. Well, excellent. Right? But I'm also going to need some sort of engine. Probably redstone. And I bet I don't have any redstone engines. But that's okay. We can make one of those. Now that we have room, we will make a redstone engine with 2 wooden gears, a piston, a piece of glass, and 3 pieces of wood. Redstone engine. We also need, unfortunately, a wooden pipe. Do we already have wooden pipe sitting around here someplace? I'm not seeing any. But I am seeing gold blocks, so I'm going to throw those in. You take some planks and a piece of glass, and you get wooden pipe. Alright. Now, this eventually will start to heat up and get really hot, but it's going to be really slow if it keeps stopping like it is. Eventually, it will get there, but not in the time frame we want it to. So we're going to do this. And then we're going to say we don't want anything to go out this side, which is blue. Right? Yeah, blue. So we're going to plug, oops, we're going to plug that up like so. And now we're going to put this here, and we're going to put this on top of it, and we're going to take, I must have put the redstone chest. Uh-oh. Oh, that was a fail on our part. Okay, put that there. There we go. Okay. Now with our wrench, being that, and haha, it has power, and it will start pumping stuff out of there. This is a temporary length of pipe. Right here, the sandstone. This wooden pipe, this, and that red net cable right there is all temporary. We'll get rid of all that just as soon as this thing gets up to speed. In the meantime, we can manually feed it some charcoal to help it get it going. And once that gets up to speed, we'll have, well, 64 MJ a tick happening. But this is going to have to hit about 100 degrees first. The way this will work is charcoal will get trapped in this loop, and it will come into this chest, which is currently full. Ish. See, it's pulling out right there. But the charcoal will eventually start looping around and going back through the system, or into that chest. And as this chest is full, it will, it's already filled that one, it will continue to fill this one as it comes back around through the system. And these other chests will also get filled up, although most of them look pretty full. And if it happens to try to fill this chest, even with this other stuff in here, the charcoal will overflow out that pipe, the void pipe. Not a major concern. What we will end up doing is we will end up putting in right where this little guy is. Well, we'll probably move these generators against this wall. we'll put a whole row of them here, right? So that we can power up the whole suit at a time with a whole string of emerald pipes under it. And then, because it will overflow out and come down this way. And once that's happening, we'll put a deep storage chest in here for charcoal with an insertion pipe, and then off of that we'll just have a void pipe. Now if we ever hit 2 billion charcoal and we have to void stuff out, it's time to restart the server. We covered a whole lot today, and the steam boiler is up and running. We'll check on it next time, and hopefully it will be fully running and powering these wonderful machines for us. Until next time, dig safe, my friends.